Hello YouTube. Today I thought I'd go over some of the upgrades that I've made so far to my WPB Polish Atlantic Firearms build. Well, their build, my gun. I don't know if I had it in the last video, but I did put this. I wrapped some paracord around the handguard and barrel, and then hooked up my sling mount to it. This is because I'm left eye dominant but right-handed, so I do all my rifle shooting left-handed, and so I needed a way to mount the sling on there. I don't know how well this is going to hold up over time when the barrel gets hot, but so far so good. I haven't run anything real heavy through it yet because I'm still kind of building up ammo for this rifle. Another change I've made is I put an Ultimac rail on here. I managed to get this off of the AK-47 Facebook group for, I think it was like 60 bucks. I got a really good deal on it. I was really happy with it, and it's really working out well so far. I'm a little concerned where this aluminum or metal right here is right where you put your hand, and I'm afraid it's going to get hot, but I know AKs get hot up front anyway, and when I was testing out the Palmetto State Armory build that I had before this one, I actually did singe my finger on this front sling loop after a little bit of shooting, so it's definitely something I have to get used to. I'm used to shooting ARs, and I usually have a handguard or something where it doesn't get that hot up front. I did also install the Alg Akt Trigger in this, and it went together more or less without a hitch, except that on the top hook, I don't know if you'll be able to see it here or not, right here I had to do some, let me get on the camera here. On the top of the hook right there, I had to do a little bit of filing because once I put the trigger in here, I put the bolt in, I had to remove the trigger to get the bolt back out because it was catching on that, and I couldn't even run the bolt. But now that I've done that, I also rounded over the hammer on the Alg trigger. It's kind of pointy, and so the action was hanging up a little bit on that. It wasn't bad. I mean, if it went forward with any kind of force, it worked out. It would close, but I just want to make this as smooth as I could. So you can see here, no matter where I let go, even if I ride it forward slow, it doesn't really stick. So this has been a really smooth rifle now, and it's worked out quite well. The single stage trigger, I don't have a whole lot of experience with single stages. In fact, this is the first quality one I've owned, and it does take a little bit of getting used to, especially if you're used to double stage, because I'll admit it is faster to shoot, but shooting more accurately, it's a little more difficult because of just how a single stage works, where there's no take up, it's just bang. I was still able to make hits at 50 and 100 yards with this, no problem. So it's not a huge deal, but and an AK is not exactly a precision rifle, so take it for what it is. The other thing is, on these Polish mags, I said how they were really tight, but I thought it was because they were refinished. I went ahead and took a file and basically filed off the finish on the top and bottom of the locking tab and then the back of the magazine here, and now they lock in with no problem. So I'll probably, if I get the opportunity to get more of those, I will, because so far they've functioned flawlessly, and with a little bit of work, they fit just fine. The Croatian Mag, I had to do a lot more filing. I eventually did get it to kind of fit, but I actually had to take metal off of that one. This I just knocked off this really thick coating, and we were done, and it worked out great. So if you get one of these, the Croatian mags aren't necessarily the best. These Polish ones aren't much more expensive, and so I would advise going with these. I know I got these off of AIM Surplus, and I had a discount code, but they were I think I spent, with shipping, 11 bucks a mag, so that's not bad. For a light, I'm running the Surefire G2X Tactical, I think. It's the single output one, because I have the dual output one on another rifle, and I really don't like it because you never know what amount of light you're getting, if you're going to get 100 lumens or if you're going to get 300. So when you're tapping it, you might get a little bit of light or you might get a lot. Granted, it's not a huge deal, but if I can get a single output, it works just fine. And I'm running a Daniel Defense mount, and so far. It's like everything came out of defense. It's very solid and worked out good. It works out really good for me being left-handed. I can just hold it, go up, and I can just hit it with my thumb. No big deal. And then I put the Magpul grip on here just because I have big hands and the standard AK grip is kind of skinny. I wasn't sure if I'd like this because it's kind of the steeper angle, and I kind of like the on the ARs anyway, the more vertical angle, but it's actually quite comfortable, and it might just be the shorter stock on the AK. So if you have any questions about this rifle or want to see me do anything with it, let me know. It's probably going to stay in this configuration because I do like the wood. I've been looking at getting a red dot for it, and I've just been really debating between a side rail mount red dot or one up here on the Ultimac. I like the look on the Ultimac a lot better, and having it so far forward I think would be a good thing, but I'm worried I'm going to cook my optic, and it also means you have to have a smaller, lighter optic like a Aimpoint T1 or a Primary Arms micro red dot, and I've heard good things about the Primary Arms. I'm just a little leery about a cheaper red dot, so and a T1's like $700, so I'm not sure how that'll go. Where I can get a Aimpoint PRO and a side mount and go that route. I've also looked at the Primary Arms 3X scope. I have two of their other scopes I really like, so I've also thought about that, but it's just kind of butt ugly on this rifle, so I don't know. I'll keep you guys updated and say if you have any questions about this rifle or the modifications I've made to it, leave them down in the comments. Otherwise, if you found this video helpful or informative, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.